I decided to talk about success story today because I was just on the phone with one of us, one of the biggest success story that we have here on the Whites Academy. Um, a young man that I already talked about him on the phone on the live streams before, but we're just gonna mention some of the top success stories right now here. And yes, the first member of the Waits Academy that started from bus boy, backup waiter, and now he is going to be a hotel manager in a five-star beautiful boutique hotel on the beach in Greece. Great success story. Um, it's just incredible, but it's not unique. It's possible. It happens. 7 years. It took Peter 7 years to pick him up from a barista in Starbucks, made him a waiter in Austria, and to grow up all the way to becoming a hotel manager in 7 years. This is incredible. It's a beautiful story. And I'm gonna mention a few other stories that really impress me. And I just want you guys to understand that it's all about you, how much you want to succeed, how much effort you're willing to put into your success, and there is no limitations. All right. So let's talk about Monica. Monica. Monica used to be in the United States. All right. She is married for an Italian guy. They decided to go back to Italy. All right. And she was in Italy. Of course, she speaks English, Italian. Um, she's from Czech Republic. So she decided to become a waitress. All right, she's a mom of two kids, did not have many opportunities, decided to become a waitress. So she gets to the Waitress Academy. She completes the waiter training course, takes the final exam, gets a job as a waitress. Work a little few months as a waitress, backup waitress. They decided that they're gonna give her a head waitress job because she was doing great with the guests and with everybody else. So she became a head waitress. Then she became the business opened a new restaurant and they gave her a manager's position now. All right. And then of course she decided to move to a new place again as a manager. And couple months later, Monica calls me and tells me, "Hey, Ned, listen, I opened my restaurant. I opened my own restaurant." I was like, "Wow, that's quick." And it took her 1 year. That's quick. So from somebody that had no many options, all right, and joined the F&B industry just because she just did not have any other options. But she learned so quickly and she figured out so quickly that in the process she understood that she has the opportunity to open her own little restaurant and run it properly, treat her staff properly, and just succeed. So another great story, another great story. And of course, um, it's not just making this big leap like becoming a hotel director or getting your own restaurant or things like that. Stories like that of Gerald Gomez, you know being a homeless, being a jobless, being just not seeing as a light in the tunnel, during the coronavirus, because Gerald lost his job and lost everything. And he's from Zimbabwe. He works in South Africa. They get him fired. He doesn't have no income. He doesn't have nothing, nothing. All right. But he never lost his smile. He never lost his optimism. He just kept pushing and pushing. Hey Ned, can I get a better CV? Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this? Keep pushing. All right. And now Gerald is working for American Cruise Line Company. Like I said a few days ago, he called me from Miami. He was like super excited. And now he's trying to help his brother to follow in his steps. And of course, we try to help everybody. We try to help everybody to follow those steps because this is a life-changing event, okay? So you're Gerald from Zimbabwe, all right? It's a poor country. He goes to South Africa to get a job so he can work as a waiter. He was doing great before the coronavirus, but great in the reality in South Africa, all right? So coronavirus hit the world, everything was destroyed. The hospitality business will get destroyed. A lot of people lost their jobs. And just a few short years later, he's working for one of the top companies in the world, making top money, completely change his life. All right. So yeah, this is another amazing success story. Satish, a guy, young kid from India, he was like, I want to work in Singapore. We know we are posting those jobs from the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. And he was like, I want to work in Singapore. I want to work in, away from India and so and so. And I was like, listen, man, you apply. When I was in Singapore, they did not hire waiters from out of Singapore, but life is just changing constantly, man. Things are changing. And now, because they cannot find people in Singapore to work in the hospitality business, they started hiring people from everywhere, like India, like Africa, like everywhere, Europe, everywhere. So Satish applied for the job at the Marina Bay Sands, which is the top resort in the world. He got through the interviews, he got the job, and I think today he's flying to Singapore and he starts his new life. I mean, look at this. And I know how hard you guys work in India, and your salary is $120, $150 a month, and you work really hard. All right. Now you go into Singapore, you're gonna start making $1,000 a month. All right. So this is like 7 times increase of income. From here, you just have to be smart to know what you do with your money, how to invest them, or how to whatever. I'm not trying to teach you right now. I already had those videos about what to do with your money, but it's up to you from now on. You will never go down. You learn, you grow, you get a better job and a better job. You start making more money and more money. You get more respect. You get more free time, and life is just never the same. So we have a lot of success stories in the Waiters Academy for the last 5-6 years. I think 6 years. A lot of success stories. All right. And we have a lot of stories in development right now. For example, a lot of young people are right now on the move. All right. Like people coming from Iraq and in Syria, and they go and they get the jobs in Europe, like Romania, like Malta. Okay, this is the first step. All right. It's not like, wow, but you made the first step. You're working in the European country. You just gotta stick to the plan. You're gonna find a way to get to the better jobs in the better European countries that pay more, to make more money and set up your life. We give you a lot of those opportunities, like Nazar, a kid from Turkmenistan that made a journey around the world to end up in Europe, and now he brings his girlfriend. They're working together in Europe. They're setting up their life, and like success story after success story, guys. But it's all up to you, how much you love yourself and how much effort you are prepared to put in your success. That's all it takes, man. Ibra Matic Pro says, hi, how you doing, Ibra Matic? Roero is back on the live stream. Nice to see you, my friend. Hi. Boggy Taylor, shout out to every one of them. Amazing people. It's true. It's absolutely true. But hey, listen, man, we have so many amazing people just like you, Bogi. Bogi is one of the graduated right now. She finished the weight training course. She got a new job. How's the new job? What's going on? Did you get your first day at work now? And once you get into the business, once you decided that you're gonna take the job seriously, once you start learning and improving your skills, there is nothing stopping you. You, the only one who can stop you. There is nothing else that can stop you from just building your future, building your life for a better and better and better. There is nothing can stop you guys. Especially when you get to the high hospitality, especially when you get to the luxury resorts and Michelin star restaurants and fine dining restaurants where you don't work so many hours, you don't work so hard, you make a lot of money, and it's like life is just turns into a beauty as long as you know how to live it, because it's very important. It's not just making the money, okay? I know a lot of people in Vegas that was used to make a lot of me. I was just one of them. I mean, I'm not just, I know my first years in Vegas, I was making a lot of money, and I never had money because I was spending everything on, not on gambling, but I was spending everything on party. All right. I was like this party machine that just constantly go to clubs, strip clubs, nightclubs, after dinner, after hours clubs. Is like never ending story. And it doesn't matter how much money you make, you will never have money if you just spend them like that. All right. So yeah, you're the only person that can stop you once you get to this level. All right. So Bogi says yes. Today will be the third day. Okay. So it's in a restaurant. By the way, haha, just not as a waitress, but in the kitchen. All right. In the kitchen. Doesn't matter. You start from somewhere. I'll be doing the sweets. All right. So you're a patisserie now. Good. Listen, you needed a job. You got a job. That's great. You just gotta, you know, it gives you a great perspective because once you hit the floor from the front of the house, now you know what is in the back of the house. It gives you a great different point of view, and you can treat your coworkers better, and you can appreciate what you're doing once you hit the floor as a waitress better. And that's going to happen, Bogi. You can trust me on that. Working in the kitchen is a really hard, really unthankful job. I think so, because you're working a lot, you're working under stress, and you're not making that much money. All right, because let's be honest, a cook gets almost the same salary, or even sometimes less than the salary of a waiter, of a top waiter, of a head waiter. All right, but you don't make the tip. All right. And when I'm a top waiter, when a head waiter in a restaurant, especially in a good restaurant, I make from a tip, I make like 2 times, 3 times more than my salary. All right. So, you know, the disparity of the revenue of income is just terrific. Victor Maevats. Victor Maevats, I think. I'm not so sure 100%, but Maevats. Okay, if it's a Croatia, it's got to be Maevats, not Maevats. Victor Maevats. Hello from Croatia, working in Norway as a waiter and bartender. Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the weather in Norway for sure, but it's a very, very expensive country. I know that you're getting a very, very good money. Norway, Iceland, Finland. Those countries, they pay very well. You're making good money working as a waiter and bartender. That means that you have a very good knowledge and skills. Congratulations, Victor. And I hope you get long vacations, man, so you can go back to Croatia and enjoy the weather, enjoy the beach. I love the beach in Croatia. I love the water in Croatia. That's something we do all the time. In summer, we go to Croatia, even if it's just for 2 days, 3 days. Bogi says, yes, it's definitely great. It helps a lot to understand the work. Absolutely. Now, um, it's always good when you have perspective. All right, doing this and doing that, doing this and doing that. That's why life is so hard when you're young, because you just don't have the experience, you don't have perspective, you don't have the different points of view. All right, and it's easy to get frustrated, it's easy to get mad, it's easy to get disappointed, upset, and all those things, and make mistakes, right? I just look at myself 30 years ago. When I was, 30 years ago, I was 22 years old. And I was like, my God, man. And life was so hard for me because I just keep pushing and I get so frustrated because things are not going my way. And I drop this and I start this and I drop it again and I start something new. My God, I was dumb. All right, because you're young, you don't have the experience, you don't know how life works. And now when I'm 52, my life is so easy, life is so much more just lay back and enjoy. And I got some troubles lately. I had some really unpleasant problems, like the hacker attack that just destroy again the whole workflow on the Waitress Academy. We still deal with this, and I'm like, whatever, man. Yeah, I can get pissed off. I'm not making money. I know this. I don't care. Because it's a temporary thing. The guys will fix it this week or next week, even if it takes a month. I know it's gonna fix. Yeah, it slows me down. I'm not in a hurry to nowhere. So, it's different. If this would happen 30 years ago, I will be breaking the computers. I will be calling people on the phone, screaming at people, cursing IT guys. Come on, you know, all the names that you can imagine. Fix this problem. I want this. I want that. And now I'm just like chilling back. I just sent a message to the IT. I was like, what's going on, man? Is something going on? And he just wrote me, not yet. And I didn't even respond. Not yet. Whatever we get, fix it. We fix it. Yeah, we pay the money and everything. So it's going to get fixed. And just keep moving forward. And that's it. And that's what I mean. Like, the faster you grow, the more of the benefits of life you get at early age. All right. So it took me personally, it took me many years to grow. Like I was like until my 40s, like not 40s, but 35 years old, and I'm still going crazy. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, different perspective of life are very important because it helps you make educated decisions and saves you a lot of trouble. Bogi says, oh, the weather is terrible now here. All right. Yeah, Bogi is in Croatia, by the way. Victor, she's also from Croatia. All right, you can go to Norway, Bogi, if you don't like the weather in Croatia right now. I think the weather here is pretty good. Yesterday was bad, but today I think in Croatia it's going to be like 20 degrees, so you cannot just complain about it. Here right now it's like 5, 6 in the mountains, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna be fine. Good. Kai Vuna, hi, I'm from Myanmar. Whoa, nice to have somebody from Myanmar on the live stream. How you doing, Kai? And try to be a professional waiter. I followed and watched your videos last 2 days. That's inspired me a lot. Thanks a lot, and I do a registration on your website. Great, guy. You got so... Okay, so you've been watching for 2 days, you get inspired, but don't get burned out, all right? So you watch, you learn, you try to practice. If you're working already as a waiter, you try to practice, then you learn a little bit more, you try to put it in your job and you practice more, and so on. So every day, just try to implement something new that you learn from the tutorials, from the videos, and that's how you get better and better and better. All right, so don't sit down all day, 7 hours a day watching those videos, and then you just get frustrated slowly, and you just say, whatever, man, I just cannot do that. No, you choose one topic. I want to get better with small talk. You watch the videos, you learn the tutorials, and then you go to work and you implement it. Few days later, you watch the video. I want to be a top seller in the restaurant. You learn, you go to the tutorials, you read how to become a top seller, and you go and you implement those steps. All right, the magic words, the steps, the posture, the gesticulation, how you talk, how you sound, and so all those kind of things. So you start implementing small dips and dots, whatever you learn from the videos and the tutorials, and you're gonna see it's gonna take time. It's not gonna happen like that. It might take a month, 2 months, 3 months to implement something, to become really good at it. Maybe it takes 6 months, especially for difficult topics like becoming a top seller is not so easy. Handling guest complaint, it's not so easy. You need practice. You need to just keep constantly pushing and pushing and pushing. But you can do it, all right? In 6 months, you will be a completely different waiter. You're gonna be the top waiter in your restaurant or top waiters in your restaurant, and that will just give you the next, easy to make the next step, becoming the head waiter, or becoming or getting a job in a top restaurant and all those kind of things. So best of luck, Kai, and yeah, stay in touch, man. Stay in touch. Victor, in Norway, it's better to be a cook. Tips are shared. Yes, waiting for summer vacation. I bet you're waiting, man. So you mean that you share all the tip with the kitchen, and you don't, you mean the cook is getting the same amount of tip as the waiter? I don't believe that. That's just kind of crazy. Bogi says it's about 10 Celsius here. Hey, 10 Celsius, what are you complaining about? It's still winter time, all right? By the way, happy 1st of March. My favorite time of the year starts today, all right? I count today, the winter is over for me. I don't wait for 22nd of March. Today, the winter is over for me. It's springtime. Get yourself full with energy, get this sunlight in your eyes, put some sparkles in your eyes, put the big smile on your face. Good things are happening. I love spring because, first of all, this is the prelude to summer, and the second of all, the snow, the cold, and everything else is gone. I don't care if you got a couple of days of snow and cold again, but that it's just a couple of days, and then we'll be again sunny and it's gonna be warm. I love it. I love it. I'm really upbeat about everything that's happening around the Waiters Academy and Waiters Network, and just looking forward for the future, man. Really looking forward. Kai say thanks, appreciate. You're welcome, my friend. Best of luck. Andre Seitz. Hello, Andre. What's going on, man? Where you from? Bogi says happy 1st of March to you too. Thank you. Thank you. I'm moving constantly because I'm sitting I'm standing up on the Shakti, and this thing is just killing you, man. All right, guys. Talk to me. If you got nothing else to say, I will get back to the work. I just posted the whole draft, the first draft of the sommelier course. So we're gonna have a sommelier course pretty soon on the Waiters Academy. I'm really excited because we're gonna have the barkeeper course, we're gonna have the sommelier course, and we have the restaurant manager course. And those are courses that everyone who's a waiter should go and take to further your career really fast and successful in the future. So I'm really excited about that. Andre say, I've just moved to Vienna. Is it easy to get a job as busboy here? Listen, getting a job as a busboy should be easy anywhere in the world, and in Vienna too. All right, if you don't speak the German language, busboy job is gonna do you good only with English. Yes, just make sure you got a CV. You got a good CV. What's wrong with my glasses? Get a good CV, and write yourself a motivational letter and just go around the town and talk directly to managers at the restaurants, and you gotta get a job, man. If you just hustle the next 3-5 days and go to 20 restaurants or send 20 applications online, I guarantee you're gonna get a job next week. You're gonna have a job already working as a busboy in Vienna. Do not waste a second, okay? Make sure you create a nice, beautiful CV. We got a tutorial that on the Waiters Academy on the blog post, and then just write few words about yourself, about, motivational letter. Why should those people hire you? Who are you, and why they should hire you? Andre say, you have said one. I remember that you live or lived here. Thanks. I live in Austria, not in Vienna. I'm in the mountains. I live in Kitzbühel. Yes, it's 4 hours away, but trust me, you want to get a job in Austria as a waiter or busboy, backup waiter, you got it, baby. They are killing right now to get stuff, front of the house stuff. So Bogi says, I have one question. Do you also get back pain after work? Of course you get back pain, especially when you're the beginning, until your body gets used to these long hours standing on your feet, back, legs, knees, everything. When you are working with like a busboy, the first months will be killing your hands because you're carrying all those heavy plates all day long. Just carry. So that's normal. Just your body get used to these things. You cannot imagine what kind of feats your body is capable of. All right, your body can adjust to anything. You get stronger, you get faster, you get more endurance. So just try to get a good rest. Try to stay proper. Your posture. Don't slow like that, and don't put too much pressure on your back. Stay always up. Keep your shoulders back so you got the proper posture. If you're just slopping all the time like that, your back will kill you, especially when you're patisserie and you gotta make all those little details and stuff like that. You're all the time like that. All right, no, use your legs, go down and do the things, but make sure you keep your back straight up. All right, because listen, let me tell you something. So my wife was a banker for since she finished the college, the university, she started working as a banker, and she was working in bank for like more than 10 years. All right. So when I moved to Austria, and she came to me and she said, I want to be a barkeeper. And I was like, all right, let's get you a job as a barback, and then you're going to go to school, you're going to learn, get the diploma, you become a barkeeper. All right. So that's what we did. So she started working as a barback. She comes home crying. I'm telling you, man, my wife comes home and she's crying from pain. Her back, her neck, her legs, her hands. She never worked this kind of job. And it was like excruciating pain. And, we go through massages, and I would tell her, your posture is wrong and so on. So she's not listening. So finally she got a friend who is a yoga instructor, and she sees her. We were at the beach at the house at the beach, and my wife was making cocktails for everybody. We're having a party, and this friend of her, yoga instructor, sees her, how she's standing right there making those cocktails. She was like, you killing yourself because you're just standing wrong in your feet, and your back is slurred, and it's like, you killing yourself. Don't you have a pain? And I was like, I'm killing myself. I'm crying every day because of the pain. And she told her what to do. She started doing this thing properly. Now, so many years now, my wife is a top barkeeper at the top resort in Austria, ski resort in Austria. She works like hell. Now this winter, like, they're getting killed. So much work. All right. But she never comes home crying no more. All right. She gets home tired, but not pain, not this and not that, because now she knows how to how to behave, how to keep her posture, and then of course her body get used to that. So yeah, especially in the beginning, it's really hard. I see so many people crying. Ooh. Let me move this here because the sun was shining on my on the phone and got really hot. Anyway, yeah, Bogey, that's normal. This is my history. That's a nice name of a channel. This is my history. Hello, sir. Where do you work now? I have not been working for the last 3 years now, but I'm in Austria, and yeah, I am not working. I actually not planning to work, but I missed the job, and more and more it comes to my mind that I want to. Actually, I can share that with you right now. So it comes to my mind. Listen, guys, you gotta understand. 90% of restaurants, 90% of restaurants go broke 1 year and 1 to 3 years after they open. 90%. Can you imagine what that means? So somebody like a waiter or a restaurant manager or a cook decides that they had enough and they want to open their own restaurant. They save the money, they invest all their savings, maybe they pull a bank loan, they open their own restaurant, they're excited and so on, so on, so. And 1 year later, you cannot pay your bills, you gotta close, you have now loan to pay. It's terrible. It's just like destroying your life. But that's the reality in our business. 90%, 9 of every 10 restaurants that open today will be closed in 1 year or 3 years, but mostly they close in 1 year. Right. So I was thinking, I'm missing the job. And the Waiters Academy now have a big pool with experienced waiters, experienced supervisors, experienced managers, and maybe we will start a new business and start picking up restaurants in distress. It's just a project in my head. I haven't really make a plan or anything like that. But I, as a Waiters Academy, I will offer help to restaurants that are really struggling and about to go broke. If their owners want us to take over the restaurant and turn it around and make it successful for part of ownership, I think this is going to be a great business for the Waiters Academy. We're going to have a lot of job opportunities for all of you, and I think that we can turn many restaurants around, because mostly people don't know how to run restaurants, and that's the reason they go broke. Even if you're a great chef and you know how to create amazing dishes and everything like that, you don't have experience with the front of the house, and you hire some manager that has no clue what they're doing. They have no marketing strategies, they cannot create budgets, they cannot create schedules, they cannot create training programs, nothing. And you just invest all your savings, and like I said, many people pull loans because the savings are not enough, and then you just lose everything. You go back to working for somebody else, and it's like total failure. All right, so I'm thinking about starting something like that. And if we start something like that, I'm talking about the whole freaking world, and then I will be able to offer you real jobs, guys. So everybody that's been on the Waiters Academy, everybody that's been learning from us, it will be amazing opportunity. And really thinking about this. We just gotta figure out how to do it. But right now I'm not working. I'm just working on the business side of the Waiters Academy. We turned this into a business. What is it? 6 months ago now? Yeah, about 6 months ago. Still learning the ins and outs of the business, but yeah, especially with these hackers attacks that destroy us last 2 months ago, and now we got the same crazy shit going on. I don't know what's wrong with these Russians, man. I don't know why you're attacking the Waves Academy, man. Stop attacking me, man. Get yourself some big companies to attack, like Google and stuff. Like, why are you attacking the Waves Academy? I don't know, man. We try to help people. So that's a joke. I don't care. Those people don't care about nothing. So Bogi says, okay, thank you. You're very welcome, Bogi. Toby Labdon. How to deal with bulldog managers with short fuse. You know how to do by being smart. All right. One of the big negotiating tactic that I learned in my life is to never fight back, but agree initially with whatever somebody has to tell you. All right. So if a manager says, "Hey man, you're not doing this right," you say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I understand. How would you like me to do it?" All right. Not just, "Man, get the fuck out of here. Just, leave me alone," or whatever. I've done this many times. All right. But that's not the right way to do it. So learn negotiating tactics. Learn how to handle guest complaints. It's a lot similar how to handle critics from those type of managers, and just disarm them with kindness, with empathy. This is the truth. Fighting back doesn't help you at all. Disarm them with kindness, empathy, understanding, and willingness to comply with whatever they require. Just show them willingness. All right. So what you're going to do from there on, it's a completely different story. But just showing them willingness to listen and comply, it just disarms them. All right. Disarm your rude guests, your rude coworkers, your rude managers. Ooh, almost spilled my coffee. Yeah. And now, listen. Sometimes it's personal. All right. And it doesn't matter what you do. This manager will just keep pushing you, because probably he tries to fire you or make you quit. It happens. All right. So if you see that 6 months you're going through the same thing and you're doing all the right things and this never changes, then you can start fighting back. Before you quit, you always try to fight back. All right. Don't quit without pushing back. You call the superior manager, whoever's superior, the guy that is giving you trouble. You sit down, you discuss the situation, you explain the situation just normally. Let's see what they offer as a decision. Let's see if there's some change after that. If not, try it again, push back. Let's say you're pushing back after 6 months, you're trying to do the right thing, you're not working, like pushing back 3 months, it's not working. It's personal, it's gonna never change. You find a job. Don't quit. You start looking for a better job, find a better job, and then quit. Sometimes that's how you have to act. Bogi says, that sounds amazing. I would love that. Yeah, imagine that. I know it's gonna be amazing. I know it's gonna be amazing because it's gonna give a lot of opportunity to a lot of people. Plus, I'm sure we can build a huge business like that, and the Waiters Academy can take ownership in thousands of restaurants all over the world. So let's see. This is the future for sure. I'm gonna create a plan and start working on it probably by the end of this year. This is my history. I wish I had working with you, sir. I am writing from Cappadocia. Wow. I'm looking forward to visit Cappadocia, man, and fly with those balloons. My wife said, because my wife is scared from the heights, she never goes to height. We went to the Burj Khalifa and she was so scared. She couldn't go to the windows to look down. She's scared. But she promised that if we go to Cappadocia, she will jump on the balloon with me and we go up in the mountain. I don't know how that's gonna affect her. She probably will freak out when we get up. But anyway, Cappadocia is a beautiful place. Listen, it's not easy to work with me, okay? A lot of people hate actually working with me, especially people that are ignorant, don't want to learn, people that are lazy, all right? I just kill people like that, and people that have no discipline, all right? So it's not easy to work with me, but you, if you are a young person that wants to succeed in this business, at the moment when you are working with me and I'm crushing your balls, you might not understand that. But few years later, this experience, you will understand what I have done and why I have done it. And I have so many people years later getting in touch on Facebook or whatever, and it's just like you hear, hey man, I'm so thankful that I was able to work with you for a year or 6 months or whatever like that. People that I have made cry, people that made cry on the job. So it's not easy, but I think it's beneficial, and you learn a lot. And if you want to succeed, you can catch up a lot of the things that I do myself, because I'm not sitting around and just asking you to work hard. I work harder than anybody else. I learn more than anybody else. I try to be the best as I could possibly be. And then, of course, I require that everybody that works with me do the same thing. Yeah, that's how it is. Bogey say you give them tough love. Yeah, it's not love that I give them, because I don't love co-workers and all that. But it's, yeah, you can say it this way. I just give them example. I think it's very important to have a mentor in your life that doesn't pamper you. It doesn't, oh, he's young, so he makes mistakes. He's young, so he's a little lazy, he's gonna learn. No, he ain't gonna learn. He's not gonna do nothing when he grows old, because nobody kicked his ass when he was young and he was supposed to learn. All right. So some people say I'm really harsh on my little boy. No, he's not even 3 years old, and I'm not easy to deal with. And some people say that's too harsh for a little kid. But I think that established his character from a very young age. And I don't want him to be like, oh, mommy and daddy will do everything for you. You can, shit on the floor and nobody will say something. No chance. So that's how I operate. All right, guys. I'm going to close the live stream now. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you, everyone that joined us today and got input that you have for the Weights Academy. Take care of yourself, guys. Take care of your families. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay out of trouble, work hard, make good money, enjoy life. Life is short, man. You got to enjoy. Bye, Bogey. You too. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. 11 o'clock Central European time. You want to join, you want to ask questions, you want to share valuable information, that's the time, guys. Join the live stream, and that's the time to ask the questions and to share information. All right, peace.